morning.
Hi.
I guess one question to us to the story with the stacker, because I had my own experience with the big medical system, and I use painting. And the idea with this gradient, when I actually made, was quite simple. I was take the liquid gases, just normal liquid gases. I mean, it's not liquid plasma like water, it's just gases from the water. Really small amount, really. And also CO2 and zinc gas, of course, with some special combination, special proportion. And that was the wet gases. So the concept was very basic. Mixed them with the painting, but the silicon painting, because the different bound inside. I mean, the silicon is much more closer what I'm looking for. I mean, basically expand all the field much more better, I think. And after painting, you just need left the stuff for, I know, 24 hours minimum. Mostly there's gonna be 3-4 days, something like that. And when everything, and that was basically happened. Everything when you put to any object, the painting, is wet, and they get different type of fields. So by these 3-4 days, everything go dry. So they completely change the field. So you got actually 2 fields inside one object. So that's the sort of idea for the gradients. That's what I'm using very often now. Just like a 2 gas, that's all. I mean, this is only 1 gas, but one condition is dry, another condition is a wet. I mean, I'm gonna start for the wet condition, and after a few days, everything goes to dry. And I did sound like a strange combination. So work fantastic, actually. I was check on my health system when I built now. Just like a kind of pretty strange looking system. There's the columns, the white columns, the black coils inside. 5 columns, 5 coils inside the 1 columns. It's the kind of mobile system. And the most bigger discovery was when I just put the 2 columns across and just stand inside between the 2 columns. There was completely just clean columns. We have no any coils, nothing like that. Just only painting with these gases, and the fields was quite strong. I mean, it was very easy to feel. Was the stream inside and all this kind of things. So that was my experience.
Plastic column or wooden column?
Cardboard.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Very specific reason. Actually, we got amazing tools around. The cardboard is, I think, I mean, it's fantastic material, because the way how they made this substance is interesting. They actually grinded all the old paper from recycling and put to the big dishes with caustic soda. So that's the reason why they take out all this rubbish from the old paper. And actually, we already get kind of gases from the cellulose, because the cellulose, which is paper, is that's the gases basically, mostly CO2. I mean, not only. It's probably a huge combination. We don't know actually in full scale, but this is the gas, and everything is already nano coated, because this is the nanotube. Basically, this is pretty much same construction like every single material with the nanotubing inside.
Yeah, that's a good point. And besides that, it's quite absorbent too. It can absorb the GANs that you put on and so on.
Yeah, I mean, I got camera. If you guys like to look,
sure.
I'll briefly show you.
Yeah, Thomas, if I might jump in here, one error in what you just mentioned, when you're mixing caustic with a material, you're not creating a GANs, you're creating a nano material.
Yeah. I mean, this is the story how they make. Sorry, that's my camera, crazy camera. This is the story how they make the cardboard, and I just use normal full working cardboard tubes, something like that. This is the already painted. And that's the combination of 2 gases. And so I wait now for next 2 days. It's gonna be dry completely, and I will start packing and loading with all this coils like here. And this is the final effect, final stage.
What was that cardboard, like a brown color to start with, and now it's white, or was it white to start with?
wait a minute, I will show you because wait a minute.
I'm wondering.
Small samples.
What kind of, did you use like straight GANs, or was there any paint or some other sort of solvent with it, or carrier?
This is actually, I will show you. This is old tube after, I don't know, some carpets, something like that. If you go to shop with the carpets and all this crazy stuff, they probably got thousands of empty tubes, and they mostly get problem with all these things to skip. And if you ask about something, they're gonna be very happy probably. There's the less problem from them.
Right.
This is just normal tube. Cut it. They actually is already prepared to paint. And oops, yeah. As you see, even I didn't get the brand name because that was the brand name from this carpet corporation. Like a stickers on this tube. That's all. I was clean up everything, and that's all. It's absolutely light. That's the most actually exciting thing. It's extremely light. So.
Wow.
And very stable, extremely stable, compared to everything one I tried before. It's actually probably the best solution.
Interesting. Yeah.
I mean, same idea is with what they call the wood, actually refabricated wood and plywood and stuff like that. They actually do pretty much similar procedure to create the plywood. They actually wash up everything inside the caustic soda, and after then they push everything together and they create something like plywood. So we already got sort of nano-coated material, basically. That's the kind of laziness on my side.
And it was a live tree at one point too, so keep that in mind too. So
yeah. I'm
sort of recreating the tree's spirit in a way.
Exactly, and this is beautiful recycling because I mean, if you're gonna look at around, it's thousands of hundreds of empty boxes like that, and people threw to the rubbish, and no one take care about these things. But if you're gonna cut it to the small pieces, and you got fantastic stacker, for example, something like that. I'll show you. It's not the best light here. It's still dark in London. Right. Oh, this is something like that. This is the plywood, basically. Nothing more, nothing less. It's normal average plywood. If you like to, be sure it's nano-coated in the full scale, just put to the caustic soda, but on the spray or something like that in a plastic bag for, I don't know, maybe 2-3 days, something like that. It's gonna be fantastic. And enough. I mean, it's still open because I still unload this stacker with the coils. So anyway, this is something like that. This is the kind of lazy option how to figure out with the stacker. So and my question
is that, do those plates just press on? You can press them off and press them on and access the coils that way if you need to?
Yeah, if you like to do it this way, yeah, no problem.
Or you could just put a drop of glue in to make it permanent.
I mostly do permanent, but I got one stacker built from Lego box, and this is my opening stacker. This one is mostly built like a solid state. After when I glued it, it's finished. So,
right.
And the one thing, I mean, if you guys got some piece of sanding paper with the nano coating material on the sanding paper, it's a good idea. Just put a little bit on the bottom and just leave it here. Even the guns and stuff like that. That's what I do often. I just do kind of mix of the special guns. Every single floor, get a different combination of gases. Depends of gases on the coil. That's the connection. And I try to always build. So. I don't know how much they're very helpful. Oh, guys, because we talk about the Epsom salt. I was done the experiment. I just jump back again to this topic with the Epsom salt with the nano coating. I was just drop just small amount, really small amounts of Epsom salt through the nano coating the caustic soda and all the stuff, and actually effect was pretty much well. Field, this part of field was you feel with your hands and stuff like that around the stacker, around the coils was much more heavier, much more stronger, and is some small difference. I mean, if someone do experiments, I was done few experiments with this nano coating, just small drops Epsom salt, and works really nice. I got some strange device with this nano coating. I show you basically. I think be quicker way. Just switch the camera like always. All right, wait a second. Yes, sorry for the shaking. Just try stabilize all these things. All right. Okay, all this stuff is actually nano coated by the sharpness. All right, wait a second. Try find the sharpness. All this strange device is actually nano coated with this strange solution with the Epsom salt. And one thing very interesting happened with the solution. I will start collect a lot of guns from the spot. Also, I got inside a piece of in a parcel of because they completely disappear. Piece of zinc, and that's nano coating is actually, I think, is nice. I don't know how well is because my sharpness on the camera is not.
Is this on the ceiling, or are we looking at this upside down?
No, that's okay. That's right. As a strange device, I got problem. Yes, I get the sharpness.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we're upside down, right?
Yeah, I was wondering how he got all those wires and stuff stuck to the ceiling.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, that's my fault. Wait a moment, I will try with this camera. Sorry.
Good. Well, we're still upside down. No, now we're right side up. There we go.
Sorry about this.
Much better. Now things are making sense. I was wondering how do you get all those wires stuck to the ceiling so well?
I just living the other part of the world.
It looked okay in Australia.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. You're on the other side of the planet. That's why. Okay, makes sense. That's the way they do things.
Right. No, that is on the same part of the planet. So I don't know how the sharpness, because I have a massive problem with the sharpness on this camera. But
generally, if you can hold the camera as still as possible, then it'll start. Then then it zooms in. There, that's really good. There. Yep.
Okay, I got it. And all this nano coating was made by this strange solution. And the most funny thing, really actually funky, when I actually wash up the coils, just to take out all this unnecessary caustic soda from the coils and just clean up a little bit, just only with the hot water, trying don't touch them and keep all the health and safety regulations and stuff like that. So I was collect something like that. Oops! Always some noise.
That didn't sound too good. I hope it wasn't expensive.
No. It's just a piece of copper. Okay, when I get these guns, yes, that's the guns. And this is when I was collect from the pots. Wait a second, I need to find like always sharpness. Okay, just left for a second. Come on. All right, I think you got it, and it's really amazing. I don't know what's this. Actually, I know what's this. It's a piece of guns from Epsom salt, of course. A piece of guns from zinc and silver because was inside, and actually that's all. And of course the plastic bottle cap and the aluminium foil and everything makes some guns like that. It's quite nice. I mean, it's quite strong. I just used them only once time with one stacker with one maggraph, and looks like a really good idea. Everything is collected from, I don't know, like 2 sets of coils after washing, and that will stay on the bottom of the container, inside the container. So a lot of ganses in a very strange way, because everything was made by actually nano coating process, and quite interesting thing. I got some idea how to use these guns. I need dry how these guns. I'm gonna check how they work with Magravs basically, and with the coils. And let's see what's gonna happen. On these strange devices, this is the kind of a little bit different idea. I was saw your Reactor's rig and everything rotating, everything is in a move. I was go completely different direction. Everything is a solid state, no any moving parts, and looks a little bit kind of Egyptian style. But it's a very interesting field around, and I mean everyone report the strong field on the top and on the bottom. And it's difficult to describe how they work. I'll try keep the camera in one place. So what does the device do? And this device expand the field quite enormous way. It's quite big now. It's connected behind the Magrav, and of course I see some reduction of electricity consumption. It's quite not very big, but after just connect this device, after I don't know a few minutes, I was connect the Hoover to this device like 1000 watts and stuff like that, and the 100 watts disappear in a few seconds. Just disappeared from yeah, from energy supply. So this kind of strange things. I was trying just speed up the field this way. I mean, it's still under construction. It is not finished yet. This is the second prototype. This is the first prototype. I was called in the Russian manner the Sputnik. And yes, this is.
Let me get it straight. Is that a copper disc that you have that's with the hole cut out in the middle? Okay.
This is the copper disc, nano coated. Both nano coated with the strange solution with the Epsom salt.
All right.
Looks fantastic. I mean, was some kind of difficult.
Cool. It's a cool idea. I like it.
I mean, the work quite interesting. I guess everyone, when they come close to the device, feel a very strong field on the bottom. Very strong field on the bottom. Not very strong on the top. It looks like all this energy just traveling across the plates and back to bottom. It's just like a spontaneous, never finishing donut shape traveling across, and with the bigger parts on the bottom and the smaller parts on the top. But it's the idea how to expand the field from the bottom to the top. The idea is very simple. That's the reason why I got the second prototype. Okay, I just need copper plate on the top, and all this field traveling now on the top. I mean, it's very easy to feel this field. You just need to put your hand and spontaneously feel it. It's like a fraction of a few seconds, and you feel or warm or cold or something like that. And another part of this field is on the bottom, and if you like to take them down, you just need to put the copper ring on the bottom and connect them with the minus. I mean, the way how you're gonna connect it is always your own decision. For the working devices, as you see, everything is connected to the 220 volts. It's normally fully working machine inside the electric grid. And the field is quite amazing. I mean, one thing is for sure, and you don't need it that much after when you stop this device. It sort of make the quite a big field, and you always feel full with food, with everything. I mean, atmosphere is really good around these strange devices. So this is like an idea for the Magrav, basically. This is how to exchange the typical coils to just normal plates, because actually the field actually traveling across the plates. So if I'm gonna find a way how to use the better way, so it's gonna be more fun. So now this is the experiment. They help me make field bigger. Basically, that's all I need for now. And they help all this electric and the electric supply, electric grids to nano coat in a faster way. I think sort of things. I mean, and everything is. I just mumble a little bit because it's difficult for me now to describe how many things do these devices and how looks the possibilities for all these things. It's quite difficult. It's quite fresh. So I still do observation for what's actually happened around. And one thing is for sure, and less food, definitely less food. The next things, all the magraphs work. I don't know. The better is maybe not the best description, but the field is bigger. I was try with this pointer from this energy field, from this electromagnetic field. Check how look the field around. Maybe I'm gonna show you. All right, switch off. At the moment, because I'm not that good with the camera. Okay, maybe now should be all right. Okay, I will try. I don't know, is it visible? All right. Okay, this is funny thing. Nothing, something. And now I will take the one extension because actually device work parallel with the other device, the Sputnik, two Sputniks. Okay, what's happened now? Of course, on the bottom, still same situation, nothing special. But on the top is something, wow. It's quite a huge field. Okay.
You do that on the top there. Does it go in cycles, like sort of like layers, like almost like Coulomb barriers, like a series of barriers you go through, a series of high intensity and low intensity, like?
Yeah, it's something like that, but mostly on the bottom. If I gonna put, I didn't get now the small copper ring, nano coated on the bottom, and I connect with the mass, with the center rod, I get something like a Coulomb barrier between. I see how all the signal disappears spontaneously in a very precise place, very specific place. This is like a Coulomb barrier, and also I get pretty much similar situation on the top, but if I'm gonna take all the stuff from the bottom and put the one copper ring on the top, everything is connected to the electric supply. I got this sort of situation. I just stretch the field and in an enormous way. It's quite interesting for me because I'm looking for some kind of solution for a medical system, how to build something that's more comfortable, smaller and easy to transport, and definitely basically smaller and much more flexible.
And also directional. It seems like this one is directional. If you can get all the field to go above it and not below it, then you've sort of directed the field that way.
This is the next idea. I just leave it like that for now. But the next idea is made a smaller case. The case will gonna give you this opportunity to hold all this device inside in your hand and basically point it to some area on your body, just like that. Because now I just pointed everything to the roof. But if I gonna put the right stacker.
And what if you had a series of plates that weren't connected, like that top plate? What if there was another plate on top of that and another one on top of that, say? It might act as an amplifier, especially if you made the plates different sizes, maybe small, medium, and large, or something like that.
I was try a few.
That would be very, very interesting if just the nano-coated plate would act as an amplifier for the, The more plates, the more of an amplifier, like a giant capacitor, supercapacitor, actually.
I was trying because I get the nano-coated zinc sheet. This ring, something like that. This is nano-coated. Okay, in a smaller ring. Ring. All right. No, the field is still giant. Of course, I got plasma lamp in this room, but anyway, it's still.
Yeah, that'll make a difference too.
I mean, that's the difference, because I got a lot of, you know, if you get plasma lamp connected to the MAGRAPH system, you get bigger field. But anyway, this difference is very visible. Okay, this is normal, but okay, remember, we got the plasma lamp. We need to take stuff out and leave out. Oh, this is clump. Oops, we started work now. See, this is the clump barrier. I don't know if it's gonna be visible.
Right. Okay, so that's the first one. Now go to the next one up.
All right.
Use your use your same device. Use your same tool. Yeah, and just go up a little higher and see where the next barrier is. Okay, there's one there, right?
At the moment is one, but I worry about one thing. Oops, I know you see or not.
There's another one, right? Yeah. So there's 3 or 4 of them right there in the around
like
that unit.
Yeah, you must be very kind of sensitive and very delicate with this device if you like catch this column barrier. But yeah, this is very. Yeah, you see this. And the one thing, I mean, the better option is for me use the hands, because when you use your hands, you immediately, this is something like, I don't know, the earth is a little bit different, and you almost spontaneously feel something like a different type of gravitation. Everything is lighter here. Definitely. I mean, it's like a
Can you feel different barriers with your hands, or just a lighter feeling above the unit? Like, can you actually feel similar to the electric device there, the sensor? Do you feel the difference in the Coulomb barriers with your hands or not?
Yes. It's a very strong, actually. Everyone feels it. I just put this device I just put a few people to this device, basically.
But I mean, when you move your hand closer or further away from the device slowly, do you feel increase and decrease in different barriers, different fields as they come off the unit?
Yeah, pretty much. I think the most funny thing, this 3 copper plates actually much more stronger field. I mean, it's not exactly stronger field. It's stronger by my own sensitivity. I just feel better this type of field. I mean, when you put your hands here, you just feel something like, okay, this is the first one, or something change. You just spontaneously feel all these things like gaps between the different types of fields.
Yeah, exactly.
And the funny thing, because they work parallel, actually, this is like 2 devices, and they connect to the one capacitor to create something like 8 between, like Mobius stripes, infinity loop.
Infinity loop, yeah.
Yeah, and they actually work very well. And seriously, I got this observation when I connect all the electric stuff to these extensions. Set up these 2 small devices. It was like a huge saving for energy consumption, just by field, because this is only field. It's nothing more. I don't even get time to put the right gases here. I mean, it's only gases on the inside the ball. I mean, yeah. I didn't. I mean, just really light combination gases on probably the first plates. The other completely clean, so I need to actually figure out how to. I'm looking for some good idea for the gases. How to how to manage all the stuff. This one is already made with the ganses. This combination like a maggraph, very typical. It's like a mix between the maggraphs and the generator, because this zinc and CO2 middle is a CuO. That's with copper GaNs, and on the bottom is a CH3. This kind of replica for a generator, so in a solid state. And actually, it's really interesting device. Many people get very solid, very intense feeling when you put your hand between. You feel the fields, how they're traveling, how they try, figure it out. And
yeah,
many people.
I really like the design. It has a good aesthetic look to it. The discs, the 3 discs, and the ball in the center just seems right somehow for something to work.
Rick, if that's gonna work, that's a good idea to the medical system, for example, because normally typical system needs stay. I mean, I just looking something much more comfortable. Just sit down, and just when you got device like that, just putting this device bottom of your chair, put your helmet, and go. And that's the idea for this device, to like a support for all these medical devices with this technology. I'm just looking for something like that. Just make something we're gonna complete. I mean, because in not every situation we need a stacker, we need a full maggraph system. Sometimes we just need to drag the fields or just push the field. Not
Yeah, good point. Maybe you could make it so it's the stick-on model. It goes on your office, underneath your office chair. You stick it on underneath, and maybe even magnetically, magnet holding it on or something, and it transforms your seat into a therapeutic seat which works with you through the day as you work at your seat, at your place where you spend most of your time in your life, with people like me. It could very well be a good product.
You know this idea with the box. Mr. Keshe showed this long time ago, this idea with the box, when you get all this full medical system with the two walls and the 10 coils on the one side, 10 on another side, the helmet and stuff like that. And that's actually part of how to minimalize the system, because as you see, I got these columns and the helmet. Yeah. This is the second system. The first one is already working condition. It's outside of London, and it's actually very successful. And everything is fine. They work. People use them. It's nice. So, but the different helmet. This helmet stay here, and this helmet finally will be connected to all these columns. So the idea for the small devices is actually replace the maggraph inside the box. When you get the box, this big idea. For this medical system to actually to take all this field down and create something like a spin inside the box. So that's the kind of temporary idea how I gonna make the spin physically by maggraph on the middle. I think using something like that. So, but let's see the experiment thing. I mean, it's quite interesting to do something like a lamp on this big Jeep car, something like that. I forgot the English name. English is not my native. Anyway, it's like a big lamp, something like that. When you're gonna hold it and you're gonna point it to
like a headlamp, you mean? Is that the word?
Like this. Yeah, something like that, yeah. Something was gonna be easy to manage, and if you got some problem with some specific part of it, it will be really good idea use this device like a kind of Röntgen system. So let's see how they're gonna work. Now is a prototype. There's still things to do. I need to figure out with the capacity of the system and how to connect each other. And so let's see what's gonna happen. Now looks fantastic. Everyone love it because people feel these fields. I don't need to ask about anything. They just nicely come and say, "Oh, Tom, I feel I feel this. I feel hot. I feel cold." Something like that. So
Right. That's a really good point. I mean, you can explain till you're blue in the face, and you've got all these fancy formulas and descriptions and so on, but it'll just go right through people's brain. Whereas if they feel something, then they remember it very easily, and it's easily, you don't have to explain anything. It's feeling the fields. In fact, we thought maybe we should have some T-shirts, just feel the fields.
Sounds
not so
good.
bad.
I was one evening when because sometimes I think, because I spend a lot of time with these devices anyway, sometimes I feel I see a little bit more than normally, and sometimes I see some like small sparks, like this is not like a spark, it's like a light, something like that. It's not like a orbs, it's like a small sparks traveling across the devices, something like that. And my experience with this, I was was with the small one, because this one was unexisting this time, the first one, and all the sparks traveling across the plates to the middle, just like that, to the middle. But this is only part of the movement, because they create something like a bigger flop on the top, and they're traveling to the bottom. It's like a basically donut shape. And he's so strong. So, and yeah, and between these plates, sometimes they look like a spark gap, like a plasma spark gap, basically. It's like an equalizer or something like that. Sometimes, I mean, it's not what's happened always to me. It's sometimes just few situation, few moments, I just see something. And that was like kind of spark gap, classic spark gap, plasma spark gap.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason why they expand the field, because narrow edges for all this place, they actually expand the field. And this one is different one, because this is only ball, as you see. Do some close look up. As you see, this is only the ball inside. Feels, I mean, the plates are connected by a small piece of copper on the other side. And this one is a different construction. This one is connect, I think, in the full scale, because this is the copper rings, just cut it to the right size. This is the one copper ring, this is the second copper ring, and between you get the plates. And on the middle, you get the, and on the middle is the ball. But ball is not typical, because it's not fully like a full ball. Is, as you see, is with the shaft inside. The shaft. It's the same like actually the same like a reactor, because that's why I tried recreate this like a solid state idea for all these rotating bulbs. I saw it, for example, in your hands. Yep. It's good. Great. This is like a Caroline core. Sorry, this is like a Caroline core inside, something like that.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I've got something I could show here that's sort of related to that. It's more on a solid state. Let's have a look here.
I mean, the one thing is really fascinating, that how strong is this field. I was trying with the spinning reactors on the small electric coolers and stuff like that, with the small glassy balls and stuff. And I just try to speed up with the maximum was like 8,000 RPMs, and was field was everything, was sound was the most funny thing. But it's not the same. It's not like solid state device. I will just try all idea to the solid state. And the one thing was happened. I mean, basically everyone reported to me that the field from the solid state device is X time bigger than for all these rotating reactors. When I got these reactors, everyone just come and watch. Okay, reactor, yeah, they rotate. Oh, yeah, that's cool, that's funky. It looks funky. Oh, what does it do? And that was all story. With these devices, I don't need to do anything. The people just put the hands. I just only need to say, okay, please don't touch, because it's at 230 volts. Everything is degrees, but please don't touch, be carefully. And the people, okay, and they spontaneously put hands top of the devices, and they got this big smile on the face. Like, wow, I feel it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course you feel
Nice.
it. That field, there's amplification for your own field, actually, always. That's
Well,
why I think behave like this only like a. I just only push your own field when you stay close to this device, because that's your own field. That's what you feel, I think. But this is, you know, to the further research, I need to check a few ideas with this.
Yeah, I gotta wrap things up here soon. I'm fading.
Okay, the concept, because I mean we're probably sitting on same idea. Okay, but everyone look at it in from different aspects. So that's my core to the capacitors. Capacitors looks like let's say that's the capacitor. Okay, according to your drawing, that's your tube inside. Because, yeah.
I cannot see anything.
Okay.
You might have to readjust your set there. You should be able to see them there now.
Right.
Just select a different setting. I think switch to a different view or something. Can you do that, Eric?
What should I do under the video setting?
Yeah.
Should be able to select. Maybe it's what, speaker view, or switch to active speaker, or somehow. What are you seeing now?
I just have a black screen with Tomasz name in the bottom.
Oh.
Maybe I can go up to the top and find Tomasz there, and then say pin video. Is that the method?
You could try that. I thought it should come through automatically since I put it on spotlight.
Okay.
See if I cancel.
There.
Okay.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Sorry for cables. Okay, this is the pretty much. I mean, it's not the same, but I think we're talking about very similar things. And this is my core. This is my capacitor. This is the 4 capacitors all together. 3 layers.
Is that plasma capacitors?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The titanium inside. Titanium. Oh, sorry, because this is I didn't get enough light. This is the titan, and the copper inside is like a two things inside. Outside is titan. Okay, but that's the capacitors part. Okay, and that's the most important, because that's my core, that's my rod. And as you see, this is the rod is actually tunnel. It's a tunnel. It's completely empty inside. The tunnel starts here and finish here. And this is my symbolic tunnel, yeah. And I don't get only one size of wire. This is like the main wire is 1.6, classical one. We'll use very often tomographs and stuff like that. So the next one, top of this one, this is the next wiring. This is the 1 millimeter. The next between the 1 millimeter, because the 1 millimeter is smaller and they create basically gaps, I just go with the third layer. The third layer is 0.6 millimeters. So we got 1, 2, 3, one top of another, something like that. So this is like I'm going all how the rod is long, the extra capacitor top of the rod. So, but it's not the 1, 3, because the capacitor in the rod is close. So the first wire finish here. The second wire finish here, and the third wire finish here. That means this both the smaller ones, as you see, they just close inside. So I get something like a reactor inside. So this is my tube. It's 1, 2, it's wiring around, and here I get something like a spark gap. So, and top of this one, I got capacitors. It's gonna be very symbolic sketch. All right.
So you are saying that while you have a spark in there, you have the plasma.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And they connected. That's as on your drawing, but everything happened in open condition. Okay, if the next step is just close this capacitor, basically, or battery, whatever you're gonna do it, and in some container, gonna be plastic nano container with some, for example, CH3 or whatever, your combination of gases, and this is the I think they're gonna be. I don't like touch them. Okay, you probably see all this. Okay, 3 different wires, and it's completely hollow inside. The same idea, like in this lamp, as you mentioned.
But you need to have the tube must be dielectric in order to get the effect.
Yeah, but this is the plasma. This is the. I don't looking the dielectric things now because
okay,
I just create a field.
In effect, it is dielectric because of the nano
exactly. I mean, if I'm gonna put some voltmeter here, you're gonna spot this rods generate already electric energy. So it's in nano coated. So anyway, I got a reactor inside, same way like you mentioned in your sketches. So and the top of this one, next tube, in the same idea, but with the one different. I didn't close inside. This part is open because is I don't like disturb this, but it's gonna be like that. Tube inside the tube, and inside the capacitor or battery, whatever, I got always hollow tube, and this hollow tube gets actually unlimited capacity for plasma or whatever. And now only I just need to figure out with the right connection with the gases, with this element, and I just still do some experiments, as you see. This is the ongoing experiment.
It'd be nice to see the whole thing inside of a vacuumed out tube of some sort, like an actual vacuum tube.
You know what I think?
It might start creating a plasma on its own with just in a vacuum.
You know what I think? That's probably gonna happen soon, because I got big balls, polymer balls like that, but the bigger ones, the really big ones, and I like to put the capacitors, the balls like that, and fit it with the gases. I'm nano coated and some CH3, and actually, basically, the idea is create condition for all the situation. I mean, because the one thing, this is my spark up here, and the next things I need to actually create another condition and extract the fields, because it's not only one, it's many fields. So that's the way how I looking for solution. I think we're pretty much on the same, but everyone looked for different angle. That's only one difference.
Thank you for showing that. That's good.